Tonight, our special transmission as another U.S. citizen self-immolates outside the Israeli consulate in Boston. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. This is Muslim News Canada on Muslim Network TV. I'm Alia Batul. Today is the 346th day since Israel started its indiscriminate war against Palestinians. The Palestinian Health Ministry reports 20 civilians have been killed since yesterday evening. 76 have been injured. A harrowing strike at the Nusayrat camp has killed 10 Palestinians. Israeli warplanes have targeted a residential home, killing women and children. Al-Aqsa Hospital has confirmed at least 13 individuals have also been wounded in the incident. Rescue teams are tirelessly searching through the debris of demolished homes looking for survivors. The Israeli offensive has displaced nearly the entire population of Gaza. The blockade by Israeli forces have severely restricted access to food, clean water, and medical supplies. The destruction extends beyond Gaza. In the occupied West Bank, Israeli settlers have launched assaults on local students and teachers. The death toll from Israel's war is alarming. At the time of writing, at least 41,226 Palestinians have been killed in the past 11 months. 95,413 have been injured. A report published in the British medical journal The Lancet estimates that the death toll in Gaza could be as high as 186,000. The report was published in July. Israel faces accusations of genocide at the International Court of Justice. Reports have emerged that Israel is recruiting African asylum seekers for operations in Gaza. Netanyahu's government is offering them settled status in return. Israeli media reports the initiative is conducted under the guidance of legal advisors within the defense establishment. Around 30,000 African asylum seekers are in Israel. Many of them face pressure from anti-immigrant politicians, including Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Netanyahu often labels them as infiltrators. An asylum seeker says he was promised citizenship if he enrolled in a 2-week training for deployment. He says despite completing the training, he has not received any official documents from the government. Military sources have voiced concerns over the ethics of such recruitment. Details on how these individuals are deployed remain undisclosed due to military censorship. Palestinian Prime Minister Mohammad Mustafa says achieving a two-state solution hinges on ending the Israeli occupation and securing full United Nations membership for Palestine. Mustafa made the comment while speaking in Madrid before the Arab Islamic Contact Group on Gaza. The group includes nations like Turkey, Jordan, and Saudi Arabia. It aims to end the Gaza war and promote lasting peace in the region. Mustafa is calling for global support to implement these steps decisively. The Israeli military says there is a high probability that its own airstrike led to the deaths of 3 Israeli hostages in Gaza last November. The late hostages are Corporal Nick Bazer, Sergeant Ron Sherman, and French-Israeli national Ilaya Toledano. They were held captive in a tunnel complex used by Hamas commander Ahmed Ghandour. The Israeli army targets the tunnel on November 10th. It said it had no knowledge about the presence of the hostages. The bodies were recovered on December 14th. This revelation has intensified pressure on Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's government to secure the release of the remaining hostages. Families of the hostages are expressing deep concern. They say they fear similar incidents. Critics called the admission an embarrassment and a significant intelligence failure. Gideon Levy, a columnist at the Israeli newspaper Haaretz, says the revelation will hardly make a difference in ending the war in Gaza. A pro-Israel protester has been charged with assault and battery with a dangerous weapon for shooting at a passerby. The protester is also charged with the violation of a constitutional right causing injury. The incident occurred Thursday evening. The passerby taunted and charged at a crowd carrying Israeli flags. A video posted on social media platform X shows the passerby saying to the pro-Israel protesters, "You are sick. You are defending genocide." The video shows the passerby running into one of the demonstrators. The demonstrator can be seen tackling the passerby to the ground. Later, a fire shot can be heard. The demonstrator is identified as Scott Hayes. Hayes has served in the Iraq War. The 47-year-old is a legal gun owner. Supporters have raised over $100,000 for his legal defense via GoFundMe page. They say Hayes is a veteran who is defending the right for self-determination for Jewish people. They say Hayes acted in self-defense. In an extreme display of protest in Boston, a man has set himself on fire outside the Israeli consulate. The incident occurred on September 11th. Matt Nelson was calling for the U.S. to end its financial and military support of Israel. He was transported to the hospital with serious injuries. Video revealing Nelson's identity only surfaced via YouTube on Friday. Police have not yet confirmed his identity. Eyewitnesses at the scene say they attempted to extinguish the flames. The event is one of the extreme measures taken in protest against the ongoing violence perpetrated by Israel. Nelson's demonstration is part of a series of self-immolations in the United States. Earlier last year in December, an unnamed woman in Georgia set herself on fire outside the Israeli consulate with a Palestinian flag. In February of this year, Aaron Bushnell, a 25-year-old member of the U.S. Air Force, self-immolated in front of the Israeli embassy in Washington. Justice for All Canada has honored Dr. Naledi Pandor with its highest award for contribution in holding Israel accountable for its war crimes in Gaza at the International Court of Justice. Dr. Pandor is a South African politician. She is the former Minister of International Relations and Cooperations for South Africa. The advocacy group showed gratitude to Pandor for her courage, strength, and action in charging Israel with genocide. The executive director of the group, Taha Gayor, was present at the event. Abdul Malik Mujahid spoke at the event. Mujahid is a producer, author, and nonprofit executive. He is known for his contribution to the Muslim and wider community through his media productions. The event saw an impressive turnout with people from all walks of life. Former President Donald Trump has narrowly escaped an assassination attempt at his West Palm Beach golf club. This marks the second assassination attempt in just over 2 months. Secret Service agents spotted an AK-style rifle aimed at Trump from the bushes during a routine golf game. The shooter was 400 yards away. When the agents discovered him, the gunman tried fleeing, abandoning the rifle, aiming equipment, and a camera. The suspect is identified as Ryan Ruth. He was apprehended in a neighboring county without resistance. The county sheriff says the suspect was calm and showed little emotion. He did not question his arrest. The White House says it is relieved to know Trump is safe. A Turkish family in Quebec, Canada is devastated after their restaurant suffered 2 arson attacks. Pizza Moza was first targeted on August 31st, causing minor damage. The second arson attack took place on September 2nd, leaving the restaurant in ruins. The blaze destroyed years of hard work overnight. The restaurant was quite popular and had a 4.9-star rating online. Berat Seymadi, one of the co-workers, says the family is in utter disbelief. Seymadi says the family has no conflicts, nor did it receive threats prior to these events. He says the incidents have impacted the family both emotionally and financially. Police investigation is ongoing. The family has initiated a fundraiser to rebuild their restaurant. The United States Geological Survey says a significant seismic event has occurred off the coast of Port McNeill, British Columbia. A 6.5 magnitude earthquake struck the region this Sunday. The tremor originated deep within the Pacific Ocean, with its epicenter located about 10 kilometers below the seabed. The U.S. National Tsunami Center has confirmed that there is no tsunami threat following the earthquake. Authorities are closely monitoring the situation. That's all from our Toronto studios. Thank you for watching Muslim News Canada. We are a community channel dedicated to bringing you stories you can trust. Please like, share, and subscribe to our content. You can also comment to let us know what you think of our coverage. You can donate now by visiting muslimnetwork.tv/donate. For more content, keep watching Muslim Network TV.